The 215s are on the mat. We'll be watching Hochanadel of Fort Morgan against Justin Williams of Englewood. In the 2A will be Burlington versus Norwood. In the 3A, it's Gunnison versus Hotchkiss. And in the 5A, it's Robert Tucker of Grand Junction versus Jake Ottman of Ponderosa.
Okay, and also on the 2A side, we've got 3A side, Michael Beard of Hotchkiss, raised in Brush, goes against Scott Redden of Gunnison as Hochanadel shakes hands.
Hochanadel with a lot of history in his family of wrestlers. His uncle, a one-time state champion. His dad, a two-time state champion. And Hochanadel ranked first right now as he goes into this match, according to Tim Yount from On the Mat Rankings.
Okay, Williams of Englewood in that blue singlet with the white slashes, and Hochanadel in that maroon of the Mustangs. And Hochanadel right in on a double leg. Yep. Now he sets up a lateral drop and swims out of that. Hochanadel, the junior for the Mustangs. 39-3 on the season. Oh, gets a lateral drop thrown out of bounds. He rolls away from it.
No score in the Tucker and Ottman match.
These boys are put together. A lot of muscle on that. There's an arm drag, and Hochanadel comes up on top, but Williams almost comes around behind him. Hochanadel turns into him and blocks that reshot there by Williams. He shows some quickness and balance.
In the 2A match, 6-2 in favor of Norwood. Norwood's wrestler being Stryker Lane against Isaiah Churchwell of Burlington.
Stryker Lane, a champion last year for Nucla.
Tucker of Grand Junction, Ottman of Ponderosa, just playing cat and mouse. No score in that match.
Michael Beard still tied up 0-0 against Gunnison Scott Redmond. There's a shot in there by Hochanadel, picks up a single leg, trying to work it up. He's got it up, but picked up there. A little whizzer in there by Williams and dumped down, and somehow Williams is going to step over right at the edge, and they're going to stay out of bounds.
He wants the points, but the official emphatic that no score.
42-second pin for Stryker Lane of Norwood, our next state champion for 215 2A weight or 2A class.
Okay.
Robert Tucker trying to work a headlock. Can't they go off?
Quick stand up as Hochanadel stands up, turns into Williams, gets the escape. That'll put him up 1-0. 10 seconds gone here in the second period. Beard's match tied up 0-0 as they go to the second period. There's a shot in there by Williams. Good sprawl by Hochanadel. And he blocks that. Try to get out to the side. These two very similar in size, and kind of their styles look real similar too, Brent.
Yeah, but I think Hochanadel's got the strength factor where I think his opponent from Englewood, Justin Williams.
A throw attempt by Hochanadel, stays with it. Has the overhook. Now gives up on that as Williams powers up into him.
I think
that had thrown about anybody else in the state, huh?
Yeah. Williams, I think, has just got the weight to push around.
Tucker starting on top here in the second quarter, almost lost control, but they go off the mat. Still no score.
Okay, still on their feet. Hochanadel adjusts his headgear as he backs into the 10-foot circle on that black mat. And Hochanadel dropped down for a single leg, blocked by Williams. And a little arm drag attempt there by Hochanadel, and they break apart. Michael Beard gives up the escape to Redden of Gunnison to make it 1-0 for the Gunnison wrestler over on the 3A mat.
Now Jake Ottman of Ponderosa gets an escape. He leads Robert Tucker of Grand Junction 1-0 late in the second, or midway through the second period.
Hochanadel up 1-0 in his match also, trying to fight off this arm drag attempt by Williams. As Hochanadel pops him down, gets around behind for the takedown. And not sure if Williams is saying he's injured. Did you see anything there, Brent?
Looks like he might have got hit in the side or hit in the throat, maybe got a head to the throat or something. He tapped his jaw like he got hit across the side of his jaw, and his jaw hurt. But I think that might have...
3-0 now the score. Hochanadel up.
Two 15-pounders get to going at it. It can get pretty rough.
There's some inertia there, isn't there?
Well, it looks like what happened was his headgear got pushed back into his throat and made it hard for him to breathe.
Okay, Hochanadel off on the side as we restart. Stand up by Williams. Hochanadel trips him down. Tight waist, near arm, brings him down again as we're down to short time. 4 seconds left. Granby roll by Williams. Hochanadel falls him around, and he'll be up by 3 as we go to the third period.
Jake Ottman trying to get a takedown on Robert Tucker of Grand Junction. I turned my head away, and a point has been awarded. There may have been a stalling point. A discussion now going on with the coach as Jake Ottman of Ponderosa leading 2-0 over Robert Tucker of Grand Junction.
Snapback attempt by Hochanadel as he almost had Williams on his back. Sorry, Alec, but
go ahead.
Now Williams is going to get the escape. Hochanadel just about popped him right to his back. Just shot in by Williams. Sprawl by Hochanadel. Gets a cross face in there. Both wrestlers been warned for stalling. As a little thigh pry there by Hochanadel. Now he reaches around the other side. Kind of has that crunch cradle look or near side cradle look on Williams. And the official says that's not going anywhere. Let's go back to the center.
Into the second period in the Tucker-Ottman match. And it's still 2-0. Ottman in the lead.
Okay, they're on their feet. 1:20
Beard
on the
under.
clock. He's under the scorer's table. I'm not sure what happened there. He's tough. He'll be back. He's ready to go.
Might have hit his head under the scorer's table on somebody's foot.
Okay, Hochanadel being pushed around by Williams a little bit. Now they almost in lateral drop position, tied up ear to ear.
Hochanadel dropped his mouthpiece.
They're going to give a point to Hochanadel. I'm not sure what that's for. They're saying
looks like he might have been pinching or squeezing Hochanadel's arm.
Tucker of Grand Junction just got a point, penalty on Ottman for pushing them off the mat. And that makes it 2-1. Ottman leading Tucker in the third.
Okay, signal wasn't real clear on that. Williams gives his contact lens to his coaches as it's 2-point lead for Hochanadel. 57 seconds and counting. Let's see. Work in and pummel for inside control. Hochanadel little underhook there. Keeps raising his right foot like he's going to go for a trip, but hasn't yet.
Over on the 3A mat, Michael Beard gets up in the way for an escape, but almost gets caught in a throw as he goes for a throw and ends up on his back out of bounds. It's now 1-1 on that mat.
Tucker blocks away from the shot, spins around, gets a crossface in there. Williams has the arm out, sets up the Peterson roll. Hochanadel sprawls away from that. As Williams underneath Hochanadel. Hochanadel sprawling out here with 15 seconds left. And here comes that Peterson roll. Granby roll. Hochanadel trying to fight out of there as they're going to give the takedown to Williams. Hochanadel stands up, turns into him, and he's going to get the escape to go back up by 1.
And time has expired. Time has expired. 5-4. They're going to go to the table and check it. Is Joe Hochanadel a state champion? We have to wait for the referee to come back from the scores table. Tucker is trailing by 1 with a minute left.
Oh, and Michael Beard got taken down over there in the third period as they're out of bounds. They talk it over.
Taking their leg bands off.
And Fort Morgan Mustangs going to crown their champion in Joey Hochanadel.
All right, and the Mustang fans on their feet again. Big signs being held up. Joe in 08.
At 215 pounds in Class 4A from Palisade in 6th place, Caleb Cisneros. 5th place from Canyon City, Rico Garcia. 4th place from Ridgeview Academy, J.J. Velarde. 3rd place from Fort Lupton, Fabian Guerrero. 2nd place from Englewood, Justin Williams. And the 2008 215-pound 4A state champion from Fort Morgan, Joe Hochanadel.